Hey, what's going on, friend? Barry E. Knight, founder and CEO of BEK Impact Company. Want to take this time to welcome you to the leadership class coaching session. Now listen, before I go on, please do me a favor, like this video, share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then click that notification bell right in the bottom right-hand corner so that you can have alerts of when more videos like this are coming available. Listen, one of the things I love to talk about is global awareness, and I'm going to explain a little bit about that and what that really means by telling you a story. Some weeks ago, I was speaking before a group of maybe about 80 directors of a large county in Southern California. And one of the directors stood up and asked a question about how do I deal with a negative coworker or a negative person that I'm leading? What do I do in the meetings? This person is always negative, and then they go out into the cubicles and in other offices, and it's like they're spreading that negativity throughout the entire office. What do? I know this person has potential. I don't want to let him go, but if the negativity doesn't stop, I'm going to have to. So after the director had finished sharing what was going on and what was happening in his particular department, I began to ask a few questions, and ultimately we found out that this particular person that was exuding this negative behavior had been overlooked and passed over multiple times for promotion. And then as we began to reflect back on his working with this person when he was a peer with her or a coworker with her, he began to notice that she had been overlooked over and over again for promotions. Those other coworkers that she worked with and he worked with were getting promoted. Even he himself became her boss. So imagine how she felt. As we begin to talk about this, and when we slowed down and he became more globally aware, in other words, he wasn't just focused on the problem that was in front of him. He took a step back and looked at the global picture. In other words, there's more pieces to the story, and I need to find out those other pieces so that I can really see what's really happening. And if you want to be an effective leader, you don't want to just solve what's broken. You want to look at that broken piece, but what it's connected to. Because oftentimes in organizations, we try to fix only the broken piece, and then it begins to interfere with what it's connected to, the other parts that it's connected to. So this is what it means to be globally aware. And so again, after a conversation with this director, he noticed that this woman wasn't necessarily being negative. Yeah, she said some negative things in meetings and was spreading negativity, but ultimately she was suffering from rejection. Once this director became globally aware and saw the larger picture and began to break down and see parts connected with other parts, pieces connected with other pieces, he said, no, if I only looked directly at the situation at hand, she's negative. But when I looked at the global picture, once he became globally aware, he noticed it was rejection, not negativity. Now, he's going back. I haven't heard any word about what happened and what transpired, but the moment that he became globally aware, he was able to pull himself out of the situation and then look back on the situation with a larger perspective, with a greater vantage point, and be able to now go back and approach this woman. Now, one of the things he said he's going to do is sit down with her and find out those areas that maybe he can coach her in or get her some help and some development, leadership development, so that maybe one day soon in the future, she could apply again and become a leader within the organization. So my encouragement to you is to, before you respond to one segmented situation or event, is to step back and look at 2 to 3 pieces that are connected to that particular event that you're wanting to solve, and then retell the story, reframe it from a globally aware perspective. Listen, I hope you got something out of this teaching video today. Go ahead and subscribe once again to this YouTube channel. My friend, my name is Barry E. Knight, and I am a servant, and I was created to serve you. 2 fingers.